Hey, what's up, guys? Johnny Con here. Yeah, guys. So today I want to talk a little bit about my experiences with Lilith and what happened when I first started working with her, and what kind of interesting things that I may have seen. So it was initially an online friend who, kind of turned me on, to being a Lilith devotee. It was actually this YouTuber whom I hit up, and we got off to like talking pretty good, and he pretty much introduced me to well, actually he was writing a grimoire on Lilith, and he wanted me to experiment with some of the rituals, you know. So I guess I was a guinea pig of sorts. So I tried his method of contacting her, and I started almost immediately, like a day or two after, I started seeing her in dreams, you know. Like I said, the first time that I've kind of saw her in a dream, I thought it was going to be sexual in nature. And I'm all like, oh boy. Yeah. And I think in the dream, I told the lady, that I had to go somewhere real quick and come back. And when I came back, she basically told me to go fuck myself. There was like some lube left on the bed, and my friend was all like, yup, that's Lilith. And then I started having dreams. It was interesting. It was right before the election. I started having dreams of civil unrest, dreams of places uh, like active. I don't want to get red flagged by TikTok, but basically active, you know. I had visions of riots. I had dreams of like I was in a party and the party being raided by what I thought was like a SWAT team or something. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I had these dreams right before the election. So I want to say that she also bolstered up my intuition. I learned to offer her wine, bloodlet on her sigil. One of the most interesting things that happened as well, because I mostly operate in LA, I'm out and about like at the crazy hours at night, graveyard hours. I had this one incident. I went to go chop off food, and I could hear an owl, like, ooh, ooh. And that's kind of weird in LA. Now, it's weird hearing an owl, period. But I went back to the spot where I normally stay at, which is this spot right here. And, I got out of my car and I could hear, ooh, ooh, you know. The owl symbolizes her. And I looked up and it was almost right directly my parking spot right here. I saw an owl. And I went, ooh, ooh, right back, and it flew away. I shouldn't have done that. What else? She will pop in and out of your dreams, I mean, in and out of your life. I don't think she stays forever. Well, I mean, there'll be periods where you sense her and periods where you don't. I had this one dream. I could hear her say something about that I need to be something to the point that I need to be humble, but I need to like be king of the streets or something at the something to that effect. Like I need to be giving, but I need to be like, I need to carry myself in that manner. Um, so I bought my friend's grimoire. I'm very proud to own it. I keep up with my almost daily prayers for her, or at least try to offer her, red wine. Um, me personally, her energy towards me, it feels protective. A lot of people say that Lilith is this or that. They argue on her origins. I don't want to get too deep into that. I think if she works for you, great. I don't think anyone's necessarily right 100%. As long as she works for you. I can tell you that she works for me. Um, So yeah, her attitude towards me, I say, is kind of like nurturing almost. Um, I'm not able to dominate her, you know, sexually, you know. Whenever I have encounters with her or whatever, I'm not able to do that for some reason. But I think, a lot of people have said, you really can't. She's very, strong willed, and I respect her, of course. But I appreciate her loving energy towards me. It feels very protective. I'm very respectful towards her. I've tried to use the 13 gates of the Necronomicon method to contact her. It feels, from what I remember, the encounter was very nurturing. She basically called me her child. But yeah, that's my experience with Lilith. If you're a devotee of her, keep on going. If you're new to the craft, learn from. You're gonna learn a lot from mistakes. From how do you call it? From cause and effect. From making accidents, making mistakes. That's the only way you're gonna learn. If you have any questions, please be sure to hit me up. All right. This is Not Such to Conquer. Thanks for checking out my TikTok. Peace.